Even though we classify Formula One as a motorsport, it is also a great business for those who aim to generate money, as there is a complex business model behind this great motorsport series. This is really interesting, and only a few people know how this business flows. So the aim of today's video is to investigate about the business structure of Formula One. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. The development of the sport as a business did not happen suddenly, and it took a few years to understand the commercial value of this motorsport series. Then a huge battle arose between different parties regarding the ownership of the Formula One series. In 1974, the Formula One Constructors Association, FOCA, was established with the aim of benefiting the teams more with commercial rights. It was a difficult task for FOCA at the beginning to negotiate the matter with the Fédération Internationale du Sport Automobile, which is also known as FISA, which governs the operations of the Formula One series. After a heavy battle, Bernie Ecclestone, who served as the president of FOCA, was able to win the right to negotiate the television rights in 1981. Which was not an attractive income generation option at that period. So the Concord Agreement came into action, defining the distribution of commercial rights between FOCA and FISA. Then in 1987, Ecclestone took one step towards the commercialization of F1 by establishing the Formula One Promotions and Administration, FOPA, in 1987 to manage TV rights for the team, and later it was transformed into Formula One Management. Several Concord Agreements were introduced later, defining commercial rights, but Ecclestone was able to keep his power over the sport for more than 30 years. But later, several other parties joined the business by buying the shares of the SLEC company, which was set up by Ecclestone to handle the business. However, his leadership within was questioned in 2004 by several other investors in the business. But by offering more lucrative Concord Agreements for the investors and team owners, he was able to save his power inside the sport. CVC Capital Partners joined the business by acquiring a considerable proportion of the shares of the company since 2005. However, Ecclestone was able to maintain his authority over the business despite all those changes. Formula One Group planned an initial public offering of the company on the Singapore Stock Exchange, and it was delayed due to several reasons. In 2016, Liberty Media expressed its intention to buy the controlling interest of the Formula One Group under a $4.4 billion deal. So the acquisition was completed on the 23rd of January 2017, ending the 4-decade-long authority of Bernie Ecclestone over the business, and a new management structure was introduced to run the business. Liberty Media is a US-based mass media company owned by the billionaire John Carl Malone, and it controls the sport by using its own chief executive officer and managing director. Formula One Group is a business that has been listed at the Nasdaq as a tracking stock, and it is controlled by its shareholders through the Delta Topco holding company. Under the Formula One Group, there are several other subsidiary companies which handle different duties, like controlling the rights, managing and licensing the operations. The commercial rights of the company are handled by Formula One World Championship Limited, established in 2011, that took over the duties of the FOA set up in 1996. Formula One Management Company still controls the broadcasting, organization and promotional rights of Formula One. In addition, the All Sport Management Company manages the sale of almost all of Formula One trackside advertising and the Formula One Paddock Club. In addition to Formula One, other motorsport activities related to Formula One, like Formula 2, Formula 3 and F1 Academy Championships, are run by Formula Motorsport Limited, which is a subsidiary of the main company. This is how the present structure of the company has been organized, and the mother company generates billions of dollars through the operations related to Formula One and other satellite motorsport series. According to the stats, Formula One Group has generated a total revenue of $2.573 billion at the end of the 2022 season. Some of the FAR stats clearly depict a gradual increase in revenues within the last few years. When the shares of the Formula One Group were sold at Nasdaq, Nasdaq for the first time in 2016. The price of the share was valued at $18.26. However, within the next 6 years, the price of the share has recorded an all-time high value of around $73.93. The biggest revenue stream of F1 is the sale of television rights globally, and it added a total revenue of around $567 million to the Formula One budget sheets at the end of last season. Unlike other motorsport series, all the TV logistic activities are handled by Formula One Group itself and provide a global feed to the hundreds of TV networks around the world. The second highest revenue stream of the Formula One Group is the sanctioning fees. That means race organizers of each venue have to pay a massive fee to the company to add it as an event in the Formula One calendar. Other than that, Formula One Group generates larger profits through the combination of ticket sales and other partnerships. A portion of the revenue, roughly worth around $900 million, is distributed among the teams that participate in the championship. However, all the teams are not paid an equal amount of money, and the amount of prize money eligible by different teams depends on different factors, like current performance, history of the team, and its prominence in the sport. Other than that, teams can generate money as they wish through sponsorships and advertising. Generally, each team has around 15 to 20 sponsors, and the value of each sponsorship depends on the negotiations between the team and the sponsors. The current performance of the team and its historical background usually play a considerable role in securing lucrative sponsorship deals. However, the business activities behind racing teams have no connection to the operations of the Formula One Group. Generally, that's how the Formula One business flows, and investors are really interested in this company, as the value of the company is on a rapid rise since starting its public offering in 2016. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula One news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.